Thanks for tuning in to this brief video about using the library search bar for your family science courses. I'm Hillary Richardson, Coordinator of Undergraduate Research, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about determining what a peer-reviewed or scholarly article is, finding these articles using the library databases, identifying the parts of a scholarly article in a citation, and reading these articles once you've found them. Let's talk first about what a peer-reviewed article is. When your professor tells you to find an article in a scholarly journal, they want you to find articles that have gone through a vetting peer review process, which just means that this article had to meet certain standards before it would be published. Most of our library databases are flush with these journals, and you'll be able to tell, first off, by the peer-reviewed indicator in the search results. Peer-reviewed or scholarly articles are also typically longer, have a references section, and use an academic style of writing. Just as these articles have a list of citations they used, the article itself will have a citation. You can generate one in the result page by clicking the quote button. And remember that this is computer generated, so it may not be error-free. And you'll notice that the information you need to cite it appears. In this APA citation, we see the authors, the publication date, the title of the article, the scholarly journal it was published in, and a permalink URL of the article. You need this information not only for a citation, but to know how to get back to the article if you need to. Speaking of finding the articles you need, let's use the library search bar to do just that. Sometimes you know the name or the author of the article you're looking for. If that's the case, the library search bar can work like Google. Typing the name or part of the name of the title will take you to the article itself. If you don't know what you're looking for but have an idea, type the main ideas of your search as keywords. Notice how the results are different for a search that includes all of the words of a research question versus one that just uses the main ideas as keywords. It's often better to have too many results than not enough, and sometimes the keywords that you use might need adjusting to get better results. With this list, I can filter down to articles that are peer-reviewed, published more recently, among other filters. Feel free to pause this video here and test out some search terms in the Discovery search bar. Use the filters to narrow down your results. To save articles for reading later, you can click the bookmark icon to create a list that will appear in saved searches. This is a temporary list that is tied to your search session. If you'd like it to be permanent, you can create a MyEBSCO account, which is separate from your school account, and they will stay saved. Otherwise, you can share them with yourself via Google Drive, a link, or send them to your email account for later. Let's take another opportunity to pause this video and try sending yourself an article. If you'd like to create a MyEBSCO account for saving things within the search engine itself, take a moment to do that as well. Sometimes your professor will tell you to find an article in a specific journal. To do a keyword search, click Search on the homepage, type the title of the journal, and select Journal Title/Source from the drop-down. Then type a keyword in the next field. To see what dates we have access to a particular journal, you can look for the journal in the publication finder on the left. Note, we usually don't have every article of every journal. If we do have instant online access to what you're looking for, you'll see either online full text or PDF from the Access Options dropdown. If your article is one of those that isn't available immediately to us online, you'll see something else, like check for full text or request through interlibrary loan. If you don't see a full text option, click on it to take you to our ILL portal. If you haven't used ILL or interlibrary loan before, you'll have to click Create Account the first time you use it. If you have, you can log in with your 950 number and the password you set up the account with. You'll see a form that is filled out with the article's information. Scroll down to review that info and click Submit Request at the bottom of the page. Our ILL system will email you with a link to the article as soon as we are able, which is anywhere from a couple of hours to a few days, depending on the rarity of what you found. Pause this video again to either create your ILL account and password, or if you've already done that, request an ILL of something you found. We're almost done, but before I close, I want to show you one last thing. Research is a process, sometimes a difficult one, and the library is here to help you always. If you find yourself feeling frustrated, confused, stuck, or even at a loss for where to start, click Ask Athena on the homepage. Here, you can chat with us when the library is open, and yes, this is staffed by humans and not a chatbot. You can email us when the library is closed, or you can set up an appointment with a librarian. In these meetings, you can discuss your topic with a librarian one-on-one, virtually, or in person. Use the scheduler to find an available time. Best of luck in your work this semester, and as always, we welcome your questions. Ta-ta for now.